How do we factorize using difference of two squares? We have to remember we discussed about the products leading to difference of two squares in the previous topics. Okay, we said that if you have identical binomials where their only difference is the operation, where the other one is what is minus and the other one is plus, then we get the product x squared minus y squared. So these products, they lead to difference of two squares because this is difference of two squares. So therefore, this means that x squared minus y squared is equal to x minus y and then x plus y. These are the factors. Remember, this is the product, and then these are the factors. That's how we use difference of two squares to factorize. If you check this, x is the square root of x squared. You check this y here, it is the square root of what? Of y squared. And then you create your two brackets like this. Let's look at examples. So we have what? We have p squared minus r squared. Remember, it's difference of two squares. We don't have the sum of two squares, just difference of two squares. So what we do, find the square root of p squared, which is equal to p, the square root of r squared, which is equal to r. Then you have your two brackets. The other one is minus, the other one is plus. And then you put your square roots. P minus r, p plus r. Just that. You have factorized using difference of two squares. Okay, the next one. Remember, 1 is a perfect square. 1 is a perfect square. So square root of 4a squared is equal to 2a. Then square root of 1 is equal to 1. So you have your two brackets, minus, plus. Then 2a minus 1, 2a plus 1. Done. See that? It's very easy to factorize using what? Using the difference of two squares. Let's look at another example. Right, we have 36b squared, square root of 36b squared, that is 6b. Then square root of 49a squared, that is 7a. Then you have your two brackets, minus plus, then you 6b, 7a, 6b, 7a. And then the next one, square root of x squared is equal to x, square root of 1 over 81, 1 over 9. So we create our two brackets, minus, plus. Then it's x, 1 over 9, x, 1 over 9. And then another one. Okay, this one we don't have perfect squares, but there's a highest common factor, which is 3. Always factor out the highest common factor before you use other methods of factorization. So it's 3, then 3x squared divided by 3 is x squared, then negative 27 divided by 3 is negative 9. You see that? And then we have what? Difference of two squares here. So we have 3, and then square root of x squared is x, square root of 9 is 3, then second bracket, square root of x squared is x, square root of 9 is 3. Then we have this one again. Is the highest common factor, which is x, and then x, and then x times y to the power 4 divided by x is y to the power 4, minus x divided by x is 1. 1 is also a perfect square. So what's the square root of y to the power 4? Is equal to y squared. Take note, to find the square root of a power with an even exponent, just half the exponent. To find the square root of a power with an even exponent, what you do, you just half the exponent. 1 square root of 1 is equal to 1. So it means we have x, and then minus, plus. So we have y squared minus 1, then y squared plus 1. Have we factorized fully? No. If you check here, this one can still be factorized further. This is difference of two squares. So square root of y squared is y, square root of 1 is 1. So we have x, y minus 1, y plus 1. And then we add this part, which is y squared plus 1. Factorize p squared minus 4 r squared plus p minus 2r. Right, the first two there, these two can be factorized using difference of two squares. So what's the square root of p squared? P. What's the square root of 4r squared is 2r. So we're going to have our two brackets, p minus 2r, p plus 2r. So now we have our two terms, this term and this term. And then we have a common bracket, which is p minus 2r. This bracket, p minus 2r. So we can factor it out. We can factor it out. So it's p minus 2r out. And then this whole term divided by p minus 2r, we remain with p plus 2r. And then p minus 2r, which is this one, divided by p minus 2r is equal to 1. We have factorized fully. Let's factorize 25x squared minus 16 plus 5x minus 4, x minus 2. Right, we can use difference of two squares on this one. Square root of 25x squared, that is 5x. Square root of 16 is 4. So we can have our bracket 5x minus 4, 5x plus 4 from this. Okay. And then now we have our common bracket, which is 5x minus 4. See that? So we can factor it out. Factor it out. 5x minus 4. And then say this whole term, 5x minus 4 times 5x plus 4 divided by 5x minus 4 is 5x plus 4. And then 5x minus 4 times x minus 2 divided by 5x minus 4 is plus x minus 2. See that? And then you can simplify this bracket. Okay. And then 5x plus x, that is 6x, 4 minus 2, that is positive 2. And we have this. But now if you check here, this one also we can factor out the highest common factor, which is 2. So we can factor out 2 like this. See that we factored out 2. 6x divided by 2 is 3x. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And then we can just write this 2 here. You can bring it here. Remember, multiplication is commutative. AB is just the same as BA. Or ABC is just the same as CBA. Or ACB, just the same. So we can bring the 2 to the front. Then becomes 2 times 5x minus 4 times 3x plus 1.